Buddy, it is Sunday, January 29th, 2021. Yeah, I'm exhausted because I just ran 5 kilometers to get ready for this thing I'm doing next week. So I'm trying to stream something here. Let me try and see if this works. I don't know if you can hear that, but here we are, the last Narthex of this, doing the Narthex because we wanted to clean up any announcements that I had between when we produced the video and sent the email and Sunday morning, and I just kept doing it. It's kind of a habit that we got into, and people actually watched it. It was interesting. There would be 30 people watching, and as you can hear, the dog is barking because the package has been delivered. That's been I guess that's kind of a live broadcast from my house, to have the dog bark her head off when something arrives, because that's kind of what it's been. At first it was like, oh, you got to keep her quiet, you got to keep everybody quiet, can't have any interruptions because it's just going to be unprofessional or whatever. And it really stressed me out, right? It really did. At the beginning of this whole thing, really stressed me out. I was like, how are we gonna do this without having, it seemed like it was this kind of operation. And as time went on, we kind of let go of that. We knew that there was going to be bugs, there were going to be people making noise, there was going to be bad camera angles, there were going to be all sorts of things that kind of, got in the way of the slick professional. But that kind of slick professional production just wasn't possible. And you know what? I don't think it would have been helpful. I've seen some church videos that I think have been so well produced that they kind of lost that homespun kind of feel to it. And I'm just so perfect that it looked like it was broadcast quality from like a TV network or a professional YouTuber. But I guess we wanted to have this balance of it looking good enough so that it wasn't a distraction from what we were trying to do, but not so good that it required a skill set that was just unachievable. And if you're trying to do something that's unachievable, it's stressful and it's not healthy. So we kind of let go of that. I don't even know if this is working. How is Sarah McLaughlin going with some kind of sentimental music going in the background? Anyway, thanks, Sarah. I'm just gonna end that. I don't even know if you could hear it. Anyway, so what's gone on since the email went off? Not a whole lot. We did make a decision that the Wednesday services on the 15th and the 29th of September, the Wednesday be 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. And enough time to come to worship, and then that was the goal. And Trish and Toby and Angela will be Trina as well. So I don't have to worry about it. And there will be a paper bulletin, and in that paper bulletin will be also song lyrics. Now, not been given the green light to go ahead and sing inside, even with masks. In that green light, so that's not going to happen. No, you can hum, that's fine, and you can read along to the lyrics. And the reason we have Trish and Toby and Angela there is because they're going to sing for you and follow along. Toby's got some ideas. Toby's always got ideas, so she's got something up her sleeve. I think that will be kind of fun for y'all. So that is September. And then October 2nd is the retirement party for Paul III. $18, I believe, was the cost. Don't quote me on that. When you watch the service, the graphic will be up and you've got the email. If you want to take the bus, you certainly can. That is free. That is being underwritten by the social committee. You can contact those folks and you can get on the list. There's 4 people to buy tickets from, and I believe they are Keith McCampbell, Marg Griffith, Gloria Petty, and Myrna Deacon. Marg, Gloria, Myrna. Their numbers are in the church directory. We did not want to put their numbers online. So you can go ahead and look in the church directory and get their numbers. Or if you can't find a number, call 613-746-0820 or email Rothwell United at, and TrainNote will hook you up with the people with the tickets. So that's Morrisburg. I think it would be kind of nice. Not just because I love turkey, but just a nice drive. I've been to Morrisburg many, many times. In fact, that is where Trisha's family is from. So my car knows how to get, but the car I had when we were together knew how to get there. So it's just a straight shot down Bank Street. I mean, the way I like to go the back way. So I'll go down Innes Road, the road there. It's just past the, from my, just before or just past, depending on your perspective, the jail. Anderson Road. Yeah, so I take Anderson Road and I just take that all the way up to Leitrim. Then I just sort of take, and I will take that all the way to, is it Ramseyville Road? I think it is. I'll take that to is it Mitch Owens? I want to say it's Mitch Owens. And then I'll go to John Quinn. I'll take John Quinn all the way up to the 43 or 34 highway, Bank Street, and then just straight shot down Bank Street. And you get to Morrisburg. And it says the Legion. I don't think I've ever been to the Legion of Morrisburg, so I couldn't tell you where that is. But Google Maps will, your Garmin will, all that stuff. I'm looking forward to that. Keith for MC. Now you can really help Keith out because he's looking for memory, ways to reminisce. So I don't know what Keith has in mind. I haven't gotten an announcement from him yet, and that's okay because it's a month away. But I'm sure Keith will be in touch with Trina, or Trina will be in touch with Keith to see what kind of form of material Keith would like from all of you to help remember Paul. Now we just kind of did this not too long ago because it was Paul's 25th anniversary at the church, and we celebrated that over the summer. Some pictures and some memories, and we did a lot of. It was great, and so a lot of that might be fresh in your mind. So that's on the first Sunday in October. That'll be the 3rd. I don't know what you're going to do. We're going to either just take a week off or point you to the virtual services that are done by the region. I'm not participating in them because I'm away, but it's really the next week. It is the 10th, I guess it is. Thanksgiving Sunday is going to be our first Sunday back on Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. back at the church. I don't know who our neighborhood is yet, but we've put an ad out for a interim musician to see us through Thanksgiving to the week after Christmas, and then we'll figure out. We'll figure it out before then, but we just need somebody in place or somebody's. There might be a string of people, and so that'll be first Sunday back. Now, all of these services, every single one of them, need you to RSVP. You gotta do that, just because we can only have so many people there. We have a medium-sized congregation, which means we could get more people than we're allowed to have. And the last thing we want to do is turn people away because they're not on the list. And the idea of having a list to begin with is just an anathema to me when it comes to inclusive and welcoming worship. But these are interesting times, and we've had to redefine what welcoming means, to redefine what inclusive means. We had to redefine what kind means, or at least think about it in different ways. Kind, inclusive, welcoming means you fling open the door and anybody that comes here, welcome to join us in this big, happy, diverse family. That's the way I am conditioned to think, but a little bit different now. If we did that, it would not be kind. It would not be kind because we would leave people out. People who wanted to come wouldn't be able to come because they'd show up and they wouldn't be on the list, or we'd have too many people or whatever. If you want to come, the best way you can do that early and let her know if you want to come. 613-746-0820, Rothwell United at Rogers.com. That way. And the other big thing that I have had to wrestle with. And believe me, it was not easy. It was not easy. A lot of soul searching, a lot of conversation, penny dropped for me. Um, please stay vaccinated. Do not come if you're not double vaccinated because we could currently kill you. As a vaccinated person, double vaccinated, I could still carry the virus. I can still get it. I won't get so sick that I'll have to go to the hospital. Best way to get past this is for um, but I can still get it. I can still carry that stuff, those little nasties in my nose. And if you're not double vaccinated, you get the virus, you're at a much higher likelihood to get very sick and possibly die. And I've varied 12 people who've died of COVID. 12 people. Last two were who just got, they died in April. And we just buried them 3 weeks ago. They died in April of COVID. So close. So close to the vaccinations. So I don't want to be behind that. If you make somebody else risk harming you way, it doesn't feel quite loving. It feels like, well, if somebody got COVID and it was traced, because we're doing contact tracing, if it was our church and you got COVID and somebody died because they came to we held and if we didn't say don't come if you're not double vaccinated, and if you died in your family members going, what the heck what were they thinking having a vulnerable population come to insisting that people be double vaccinated before they come? How cruel is that congregation that they would allow lives and all the pain collaterally when someone dies? When you get sick and you die, it's not just about you. None of this is just about you. It's about your family. It's about your friends. It's about the pain that they feel with smoking and all that kind of stuff. It's like, anyway, that's it. 10:31. Service is starting. Last Narthex. We hope. Bye for now, folks. See you on the other side of the service. We're going to have a Zoom